That is a very good question. What are the problems immigrants face and how to overcome them? I cannot say, first of all, I don't want to generalize that all immigrants face the same problem. Number one, it depends, first of all, what is your immigration status. International student has different problems versus someone like Kara who came direct from day one as a green card holder. Kara from day one is allowed to work full-time, whatever, 24 hours if he wants per day. But immigrant who is coming as, you're coming as an international student, you are supposed to work 20 hours per week. You see, that is the difference. You cannot overcome because that is the regulation. If you work more than hours, you are caught, you are going to be deported. So there are those kind of things.
Yes.
But again, another problem, I can say someone might be difficult to understand certain type of accent. Another person can be easy to understand. Another person can come here with a high school, and another can come with a PhD. Those people have two different type of challenges. Someone can come with a Bachelor of Social Science. Someone can come with IT or any science subject. Those two people have two different kind of experience or problems will be able to face. So I don't want to generalize like these are the problems of all immigrants. But overall, what I can simply say is when you come here, no matter what your education, you are supposed to start almost at the beginning. Because most of the time, your work experience from overseas cannot translate to many companies. And most of the supervisors or the companies, the hiring authorities, they don't call your supervisor in Africa to confirm that. So that's why we come here and we started working in warehouses, working in customer service, work somewhere so that we can be able to do that, to build a reputation.
On my advice, I think just be psychologically prepared.
Yes.
If you are psychologically prepared, there is no problem with that. You know, people, they think, okay, America is the land of, milk and honey. You understand? But you don't just sleep and stay like how people think. You wake up and then you go and drink. You shake that tree and US dollars starting falling down like this. No.
Yeah.
Just be prepared psychologically. What do I mean when be prepared psychologically? For example, you are a boss. You are a bank branch manager over there. You employ a lot of people. When you come here in America, you start afresh.
Exactly.
And the good thing here in America, your life will determine on how you work hard, on how you be able to solve a lot of problems. Because if you are not psychologically prepared, you will think that, whenever I come in America, things will be easy, life is easy. Life is really tough, but there is a lot of opportunities opening there. Exactly. You can solve your problems you can solve problems in a short period of time.
Yeah.
In a short period of time. Yeah, the problem of immigrants, I think the other thing, the first thing, be prepared psychologically. But again, we have different kind of rules and policies. You understand? We have different kind of rules and policies. So some people come here and then they proceed applying the policies back home. That's where problems of immigrants starts. For example, if you are married back home, marriage policies and American policies for marriage are very different.
Yes.
Don't try to mess up with such kind of life. And that's where immigrants get problems. If your wife or your husband calls police for a certain problem, that's when issues start. So I mean, at least you have to understand some policies and then you have to be psychologically prepared. Things like that.
Yes. And also to add on that, another challenge, I don't want to say like immigrant face, but you have to make a quick decision very early on to overcome this one, that you are a permanent resident, you came here as a permanent resident, what do you want to accomplish very early on? Because do you want to accomplish and stay here for the next 20, 30 years, even if you are planning to return your own country? Or do you want to, while you are having an apartment here, at the same time you want to build the house in your own country? So how do you distribute resources? Because sometimes you can say, oh, I have to build a home. If I go to travel, I go to visit my country. The life here will not give you the opportunity, like every year, to give the vacation of 2 or 3 months, go to chill in Africa. Because unless otherwise, how are you going to survive? So you need to make that kind of decision very early on, like what will be your overall priorities you want to be able to do in order to overcome. So those are the other things. And one of the other things is, yes, we come here, sometimes we tend to be associated with the people from our own culture. It's good, but branch out. Learn from the people who are native of this country. Because Kala and I will be able to share some few things, but Kala will get a lot of other things from a real American than me. Because those people are the owners of the country. Just like, let's say, American talking to another American about Tanzania, and they find me, I'm Tanzanian, I'll give the inputs which they're not even in the books. They're not on these YouTube videos. Yes. They'll give the tricks on how they started building their finances. How do they think about retirement? As immigrants, we are getting late to think about retirement in these countries. And you end up at the age of 65, you're still working at McDonald's or at Walmart. So we need to go very, very fast. Okay, another question. Let me go to another question.